What was the hardest part about redshirting last year?
I mean, obviously not playing. Coming from like high school, you're the top guy, and then kind of come back down. You're back down to the bottom of the totem pole. Got to work your way up. So traveling for every game was kind of tough. Just sitting there watching, like, you know, you're not going to play. But towards the end of the season, kind of got a little scary. I'm like, kind of want to keep my red shirt now because there's only a few games left. But yeah, it was not too bad though.
Patrick, were there some conversations at all regarding that?
Yeah, I mean, me and Lance discussed it at the beginning of the year, and then I guess like he's like, okay, if they both go down at the beginning of the year, we consider pulling it. But once it was like 1 or 2 games left in the season, they were just like, there's no point in it. We just want to keep your red shirt, keep it going. So you got 4 years after. So.
And you were 100%.
Oh yeah, I was okay. I wanted the same thing too. So yeah.
You were taking some snaps with those guys during the week with Tommy and Riker.
Yeah, I mean, like here and there. Like I was with the scout team for a little bit, and then I would have to run up and watch the practice up in the stadium too. So I was getting both throughout the entire season. And then they kind of wanted me up there the entire time. Once Tommy went down, it was just Riker, and then Zach would get in there here and there. So they just wanted me up there.
Doing that and traveling, like you said, do you feel like you're a little further along than maybe you were if you weren't?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, traveling, that's obviously going to help a lot. So I know what to expect from that. And then, I mean, we had the Sunday practices, so those helped a lot also. Helped me just learn the offense even better and just keep learning it through the off season.
When you found out Tanner was coming last May or June or whatever, what's your initial reaction?
I mean, first off, I looked who he was up. I mean, he came and visited a few times. I met him and everything, and then once he said he just committed, looked who he was up, and I mean, I was pretty impressed with how he was as a quarterback. I mean, till this day, I feel like he's a great quarterback. And I mean, competition makes the best out of everyone, so he's only going to make me better. I feel like I'm going to make him better, so it's just going to benefit both of us.
In what way did your redshirt year kind of benefit you?
Just a whole year of getting into the playbook. I mean, coming into spring, I was kind of lost here and there, a few times here and there, so having that whole year just to like learn it and watch other guys do it in front of you, just see like when they make mistakes, how to correct that, and so like you don't have to make that yourself. So kind of just helped me learn it better that way.
Do you have a welcome to college moment that you remember? Or?
Probably in the spring game when we went live, and I think it might have been Alex Davis pile drive, like pretty much drove me into the ground, and I woke up and I had a big bump on my shoulder. I'm like, well, I'm not really used to this because in high school I was bigger than most of the kids, so yeah, it was a little different from what I was used to.
I hate to bring it up, but I think it kind of showed your competitive side at the end of that spring game.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you took that really hard for just a practice.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I am. Like, my mom can even talk about it. Like when I was a kid, like I was the one crying if I struck out or we lost. Like I buried it back a little bit. I've become a better competitor, but I mean, maybe the way I acted was a little bit more fiery, so I probably should have took it back just a little bit. But I mean, it shows my competitiveness. I obviously want to do well every single time I step on the field, for sure.
Coach, both Coach Langsdorff and Tanner stood here earlier and said it's kind of thought is don't make mistakes is as important as making big plays, and you're a guy that completed, 75% of your passes high school. Is this a good fit, kind of what they're asking right now, and do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every single like routes that we have in our playbook is you can always find somewhere to throw the ball. Someone's always going to be open. And so, I mean, it's just finding that right guy every single time and making the throw and just being accurate with it every single time, and you're going to have a good completion percentage after it.
Like knowing that they're going to chart everything and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've been doing it since my first spring here, so it's kind of cool to see where you're at every single time, and then how you rank up against the other guys too. So, I mean, it's nice just to know like what your completion percentage for practice is, which is good.
Quarterbacks in the past who've been starters here have talked about having to block out that outside noise because everybody is going to analyze the position and how do you feel you're equipped for that and kind of the challenge of that?
I mean, just kind of keeping to myself, but also just being surrounded by good people that just are going to be supportive of everything you do. And I mean, you're going to have your bad games and you're going to have your good games. So you got to keep it even everywhere you go. And I got a good support system also. So if anything happens, I know that I got people got my back. So I'm just going to keep my head level.
We talked to Tristan at all about his spring and kind of
since you went through it last year.
I mean, definitely. Every time I see him do something that I messed up on, I mean, it's kind of easy for me to relate to him. We're kind of from the same area. We knew each other coming in here, so I just try to help him every single time. As something goes on or he has questions, I'm definitely trying to help him with everything he's got.
Glad you came early in retrospect?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Spring ball was very fun. Coming in the game was also fun. And, I mean, I enjoyed it, so it was a good experience for me.
You committed after Terry Wilson, right?
Yeah, I did.
So Tanner Cummings, just it's similar. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
You have to have some other guys to go against.
I mean, you're going to come to college and there's going to be competition anywhere you go. So the guys are going to be coming in and out whenever. So you got to be the best quarterback you can be and just worry about yourself almost and just try to get better every single day.